and welcome back to another episode of The Biggest Transformation. We have just got going. We are underway on season 3, and we are journeying with 12 of the most incredible human beings that you will ever meet, watching them fight the battle of the bulge, watching them fight off, for many of them, what has been a lifelong struggle with this thing called weight. And we went through prep week, and this last week was their very first week, actually eating according to plan, working out 6 days a week, drinking their water. So we're going to hop on with the cast. We're going to see how they did, how much they lost, and actually see who is in first place after their first full week inside of the competition. If you are brand new here, or if you've been watching some of these episodes, I want to invite you to hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. That way, when these go live every single Wednesday at 12:30, you get alerted. You can start supporting your favorite person to win. You can give them the encouragement that they freaking deserve. They are amazing human beings, don't you think? And so let's go ahead and hop on with the cast, get their weigh-ins done, and see where we stack up after week 1. Hey, it's week 1. It's our very first official weigh-in. Woo! Anyone else excited? You're like, I don't know. No, I know some of you excited. I know some of you are excited. Some of you have been messaging me. You're like, oh my gosh, the scale is moving. So let's go ahead and jump into the weigh-ins. Nakia, you are up first. Wowzers, 13.6 pounds. Okay, Bryce. $13.8 pounds down in 1 week. Okay. Lori, you're up, girl. $2.6. Awesome job. 1.8. Good job. Dana, you are up. $11.6 pounds. Okay. Y'all came to play. Y'all came to play. All right, Stuart.
All right, good morning. This is Stuart. Let's see if I can do this. $304.9.
7.8 pounds. Good job. Cher, you are up, girl.
$265.2.
6 pounds. Wow. I cannot wait to total these numbers. All right, Trisha. 2.4. Good job. Steve, it is up. It is Steve. You're up.
All right, let's see how we do. 238.8.
12.2 pounds. Good freaking job. Abby. 2.6 pounds. Good job. Krista Joy.
Good morning, y'all. 237.5.
10 pounds. Thanks for killing it. And last but not least, Tammy, you are up.
Wonderland! 199.8. Woo!
Yes, it's working. It's working. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
4 pounds. Wow. Okay. So in total last week, as a cast of 12 people, you lost a total of 88.4 pounds. 88.4 pounds. If you divide that out, that comes out to an average of 7.3 pounds per person in week 1. Awesome freaking job. Awesome job. So let's go through the standings after week 1. In first place, with a total of 11.6 pounds lost, 4.95%, Dana! Dana is in first freaking place this week with 4.95% lost. Dana, I gotta be honest, girl. I did not expect that. You, with all the smack talking, I was like, woo, Dana just came up and smacked that smack down. Anyway, amazing job. In second place, with a total of 4.86% lost of the body percentage, 12.2 pounds in total. Second place, Steve. Good job, sexy Steve. In third place, with a total of 4.04% and 10 pounds lost, Krista Joy in third place. In fourth place, with a total of 13.6 pounds lost, 3.63%, Nakia the dollar. I'm like channeling my inner announcer. I need a microphone. In fifth place, with a total of 13.8 pounds lost, 3.3%, Bryce. Fifth place. Good job. Sixth place, with a total of 2.49%, 7.8 pounds lost, Stuart. Sixth place. Seventh place, with a total of 2.2%, 6 pounds down, Cher. Good job. In eighth place, with 1.96%, 4 pounds, Miss Tammy. In ninth place, with 1.57%, 2.6 pounds, Abby. In 10th place, with 1.49%, 2.6 pounds, Lori. In 11th place, with 1.05%, 2.4 pounds, Trisha. And in 12th place, with 0.92%, 1.8 pounds, we have Wendy. In total, 88.4 pounds lost. Truly incredible. Like, I mean, all right, so my question for you, we're gonna start with you this week. So my question for you, and we're gonna go in order, is the hardest thing you dealt with in week 1 and how you overcame it. What's up, Mr. 13.8 pounds gone?
Yeah, I just sent a Marco Polo to Shane and was like, man, this body percent loss thing is tough because I pull the biggest number, but I also have the most to lose. So no, this is an easy question for me. I was at a wedding this weekend, so having wedding cake and all that kind of temptation, but of course we were in a small town in South Dakota, so there wasn't too much as far as options for when the family wanted to go out and eat, and I still wanted to be present there and whatnot, and not, seclude myself. So they wanted, the first night we were there, they wanted to go to Pizza Ranch for dinner, and I'm just like, well, they have a salad bar, so I brought my containers and I measured out, my salad. And had my salad, and I made sure to leave a couple of proteins for the evening so I could have protein on my salad and then some cottage cheese. But I went to Pizza Ranch and didn't have any pizza. So that was a huge win for me. Tough to just sit there and not want to eat pizza, but I want to be healthy and make a big transformation more than I wanted pizza in that moment.
So proud of you. I mean, literally to be in your first week and to be able to overcome that kind of temptation really is incredible, Bryce. Like, so incredible. So proud of you. Amazing job. You're on.
Hello, Hello, everybody. I think I sent a 911 that I was taste testing everything I cooked for the family, and you sent me the helpful tip of chewing gum. It helped when I remembered to chew the gum, but I was always dipping in, and then I'd dip in some more, and then dip in some more, and I knew that I had to stop doing the dip. So I got to the point where the gum helped a lot. I just put it next to me whenever I was cooking or in the kitchen, and it helped a lot. And then planning stuff. Like I had a family meal over this weekend, family was over, and I actually planned out the menu so that it fit what I could eat. And that helped up tremendously. So it was helpful. By the end of the week, I got down. Plus, Shane did threaten me that if I had any more, if I had not a number on my cheat sheet, that he was gonna do away with me. So it just helped to have the gum. And I thank you for that little tip because I'm chewing gum more than ever now.
Really the toughest thing I think that I was dealing with this week was actually eating all of my containers. I'm still adjusting to eating the amount of food that I'm supposed to be eating. The types of food are not that much different because I'd already been eating, pretty healthy, but the amount of like all the food is a lot more. And so finally, towards the end of the week, I was actually starting to feel hungry because before that, it was trying to stuff everything in for the whole day. And I'm on the lowest plan. So it's not like I can go down or anything. So that's been an adjustment. I think my body's starting to adjust to that and actually get hungry between my meal times where it wasn't before. And then also just kind of the whole scheduling of getting the workout in every day and kind of just the whole routine of what comes before and what comes after. And it just takes me a while to kind of do everything just because of the way my body functions in the mornings. So anyways, but it's been really good. And that's, I've got everything in every day and I'm feeling really good. The workouts have been amazing and had energy most of the days. A few days I've been kind of tired by the afternoon. But other than that, pretty good.
What's up, number one? What's up, champ?
Wow, like I have no words. I know I said this in our chat, but I had to weigh myself 3 times because I was like, is my scale wrong? Is it broken? Like, I was like, what? How's that possible? Because I struggled last week. Like, so my biggest struggle was I started this journey out of state because I was gone. I was surprising my mom for her 70th birthday, and starting this out of state was actually, it was a little easier than I thought it was going to be, but it was a struggle because what I realized while I was there is like there's so many like I grew up on food. I am from the Midwest, meat and potatoes, sugar, all the things, and trying to eat, healthy within what my allotment was a little challenging. And I had a day where all the wheels fell off the bus and I just melted down into a big, fat, large cone of custard. So coming back and then getting back into my routine when I got back home a few days later, and then cranking out the scale at what I did, I'm still like blown away. And I was excited because this morning I got up and I weighed myself. I was like, maybe it really was wrong. I don't know. And I'm still down. So I was like, okay, so I'm heading in the right direction. So I'm super, super excited about that. But the hardest thing for me was definitely starting out of state and then recognizing actually a lot of the things that I learned, like I guess growing up and all the environment, that was like massive for me. Like, yeah, you can go to the farmer's market and buy all the healthy food, but it's like, if you don't have the determination and the willpower to say, no, this frozen custard's not in my boundary, or this whatever, fill in the blank, this pizza or this whatever is not within my boundaries for today. Yeah, that was really hard, being tempted and then actually falling to that.
You are up. What is up?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? The hardest thing for me by far was getting ready for this weekend. I have the most amazing wife on the planet. When I get ready to go on a trip, she packs every single thing for me. I don't have to do a single thing. And this was quite different. I had a hot plate, a pot or spoon. I mean, I don't know. It was very, very stressful. Didn't have any really good workout clothes, so I got some of those. It was just a lot more packing. I normally take one bag when I travel, and I took 3 bags this time, plus the ice chest. So, but what was great about it is once I got there, everything was so simple, and it was just follow directions. I had all my containers, and I just ate as I needed, and it was so easy, but it was very stressful. The 3 or 4 hours packing, cooking, getting everything together was a little stressful.
Right? Because you've never done it that way. Like, have you ever traveled and went to an event and packed workout clothes and a hot plate and all your food for the event?
Never.
But once you got here, was it almost like kind of a relief that you had everything and that you were just able to follow your plan and you set yourself up for success?
Oh, it was night and day. As stressful as it was getting ready, once I had it, it was the exact opposite. It was amazing. I mean, I had literally everything there, so it was perfect. And now I'm set up, so next time I travel, I don't have to worry about buying a hot plate and getting the individual shaker and all that stuff. So I'm set up, ready to go.
And how did it feel this weekend because you've obviously traveled and been to many conferences and you obviously have a routine that you've done before. How did it feel this weekend when you were getting up early and working out and eating your food? Like, how did that feel? Was that surreal? Was that like, dude, this is cool? Was it, this is weird?
No, it was surreal. In fact, the second day at 6 o'clock, I was walking the hallway and I freaking started crying. It was just like so, I don't know, just like so comforting, I guess was the word. I'm not sure, but I just knew that I could do it, and never in a million years did I think I could do it. So I was walking the hallway at 6:05, freaking crying to the damn elevator.
That's
good.
awesome. Oh, well, you did amazing. How many days are you strong on your sheet?
8 days. I haven't
8?
cheated at all. Yes.
8 days. Man, you and Wendy, 8 days strong. Good job. Well, you lost 7.8 pounds last week. So amazing job. Super proud of you.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Cher, I'm coming over to you, girl.
So I struggled with my workouts and getting them in first thing in the morning. So I learned I'm going to have to change that pattern of behavior first thing in the morning, because what I'll do is I wake up and then I have my coffee and then I go work out, but I have like maybe 2 or 3 cups of coffee and I like linger and I sort of look at what I have to do for the day and all the things. But then what I was finding was I was hungry and I'm like, well, I'll just work out later. I'll just work out later. And I know that working out in the morning is like first thing is the best thing for me. And it sets the tone for the rest of my day. And it just puts me in the right headspace. So basically it's like, I'm just going to make enough for 1 cup of coffee, have my Energize, and like I'm downstairs. Yeah. And I'm only making 1 cup of coffee. Like that's it. Because if I make more, then I will sit and I'll linger and I'll do other things. And then I come up with 1 million excuses not to get my butt downstairs. And I still do the workout, but I don't know. I just don't work out as well later in the day. Like I do it, but I know I'm better first thing in the morning. So I really struggled with that. It was hard.
Did you get all your workouts in this week?
I got them in, but they were later in the day. And I find that I'm in the zone more in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm only focused on my workout, but later in the day, I tend to be like, oh, I have to do this. I didn't get this done. I need to follow up with this or whatever it is. And I'm not really as like focused on what I'm doing in the actual workout. Like it's like, my heart's 80% in it. Whereas if it was in the morning, you know, that sacred time in the morning when it's just you and it's quiet and the whole day is in front of you. And it's kind of like magical in a way. That's not there for me later in the day. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes. I work out first thing in the morning. When I procrastinate, yes. Yeah. I feel more accomplished when I get it done. It's not hanging over me. When I wait and it's hanging over me all day, it's almost like, I got to get home and do this, versus when I wake up and do it and get it out of the way, it's like, I just kicked some butt. Look at me.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, you.
Hi. Probably the hardest thing for me was when I stepped on the scale this week and I was up instead of down. And I have had no cheats. Today will be number 9 on my cheat sheet. And it's just frustrating because I don't know what to do. So I've struggled a couple of days with water. So I knew like weigh-in was coming for Sunday. So I really pushed the water hard. And that day I was up 4 pounds. And I just don't know how that's possible. So I thought I had overcome it until I come and face you right now today. And it's hitting me again, the overwhelm of it all.
Hey, if it's still lingering in there, I'm glad it's hitting you because it needs to come out. So I'm glad that it's coming to the surface and that we're able to deal with it. And listen, Trisha, I mean, here's the truth. You lost 2.5 pounds last week. 2.5 pounds in a week. In the weight loss world, they actually consider 2 pounds a week amazing. On any normal week, if you would have lost 2.5 pounds, would you have been happy with that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yes. But when you come in here and you see 13.6, 13.8, 7.8, 12.2, 10, now all of a sudden we compare and we use what somebody else did to make us feel like ours wasn't good enough. Trisha, did you do your best last week?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes. Did you stay strong? And are you about to write a 9 on that sheet?
Yes.
That is what you hold on to, because you're going to learn things about your body once you start getting serious and tracking. And there's some weeks, no matter how good I am, that scale doesn't move very much. I have a week every single month. And I never knew until I started tracking closely how my body worked. So as we continue on, here's what I know, Trisha. If you keep putting in the right work, the results will come. There is no way you can put in the work. There is no way you can put in the work and not see the results. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And so you need to just focus on doing the right activity. Focus on doing the right activity and know that your best is good enough. And know that frickin' you rocked the activity last week. And if you continue to rock the activity, you're going to hit your goals. What's up, Steve?
So before I tell you
Sure.
my hardest thing for this week, I'm going to make a prediction that Trisha's going to be number 1 next week. that hard work is going to pay off, and you're going to crush it.
Thanks. I hope so.
Hardest.
Hold on, Steve. Hold on. I can't let that slide. Let's back that up. Not thank you. I hope so. This isn't about hoping. I am going to crush it this week. All right, Trisha, hold on. I'm sorry, Steve. I cannot let that slide. Trisha, he said you're going to crush it this week. Are you going to crush it? Are you going to?
Yes, I'm going to crush it this week.
Or are
I'm
you
going to do
hope
it.
to crush it? There you
No,
Good
I'm going
job.
to do it. I'm going to
Okay.
crush it. It's not a
job.
probably, it's not a hope. I will.
Good
I
job.
already know that I will.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Sorry, Steve. Back to you.
No, all good. The hardest thing for me this week was on Saturday. We had a busy day planned. I spent 6 hours at the football field. My son played one game. I'm one of the coaches. The next game, my daughter was cheering, and then I had to do a little volunteer work at the field in the game that followed that. So all told, I was there for about 6 hours. And sure enough, when I got out of the car at 9:30, they already had the barbecue going, and I'm immediately greeted with the wonderful smell of hamburgers and everything sitting on the grill. And I just thought this is going to be tough. But I had packed I'd eaten my breakfast before we left. I brought a ton of water, packed some snacks. So after one game, I had my grapes. After another game, I I had some wheat bread and hummus and just kept chugging water the whole time. And sure enough, I made it home after those 6 hours, hungry, had my lunch, and I was good to go.
Good job. Well, and it showed up. You lost 12.2 pounds last week. You are currently in second place, 0.1% behind the leader.
I'm coming for you, Dana.
Hi, Abby.
So my biggest struggle was, well, first of all, we went to a livestock show and they have caramel apples in a bowl. And that is like I look forward to those shows. Yes, to see all my friends and do what we do, but caramel apples in a bowl. I didn't have any, and I walked in and could smell them, and I was so thankful that I didn't have any. However, we went to a Mexican restaurant, and I knew what I was going to get, and I stay within my containers, and I was excited. And then all of a sudden, I stuck the chip and salsa in my mouth, and I had to start freaking over. So I have had a cheat, and so yes, I'm not justifying that. That was ridiculous. I knew better. Anyway, I started over, so I'm starting over tomorrow. Well, today is my first day with no cheat. So I'm not proud of that. Another thing that I really overcame was thank you, Nakia. I used to get up every morning at 5 or before 5 and get on the treadmill and work out. I loved it. For some reason, I just fell away from that and really have had a hard time getting up and working out. And that's just really been hard for me. However, I did every day except for I didn't work out today. Didn't work out yesterday. It was my day off. And today I'm still going to work out tonight. So I still have to make that up. So anyway, I love getting up, working out first thing in the morning. Thank you, Carmen, for that tidbit and for encouraging us.
Hello, everyone. So the biggest struggle I had was getting all my containers in. Planning is something I often do, but I like to plan like, these are the meals I'm going to have, but I don't know which day I'm going to feel like having it. So I was trying to at least plan my dinners more specifically on days. And then I would have my shake in the morning and then fill in lunches like leftovers. And then I found that I was not getting all of my containers. I probably didn't get all my containers until yesterday. And that's just a big adjustment for me. Oftentimes it's the carbs that I'm choosing not to have. Though I was trying to put maybe some rice or some sweet potatoes in my salad. So I would have a little bit, but that was really, really hard. My main goal was I just live a super busy life. And I am not about to make extra meals for everyone most days. So I was really trying hard to have meals that everyone would eat. And it was super successful. Only one day that I make pancakes for everyone. And then I put this on Marco Polo too, but I had turkey bacon. And then I just made scrambled eggs and put on a bed of lettuce with some salsa and some hot sauce. And then I put turkey bacon on it. And then the rest of them had turkey bacon and pancakes. It was awesome. I was so pleased. And that was the only time I had to make something different for me.
Look at her. She's all laid in bed. She's like.
Hi, everyone. And I just want to say to Trisha, girl, you got this. I am rooting for you, and we all believe in you, and we love you, and I know you got this. So we're standing with you, girl. So I just wanted to just say that to you, Trish. Okay. All right. For me, of course, I couldn't cheat because I had my coach in front of me the whole weekend. So I had this, and not only I had many coaches around me reminding me not to cheat. So the biggest thing for me this week was my mindset. And the reason why it was for me and my mindset is, could I lose this weight? Could I lose my stomach? And I struggled with that. And I had to constantly speak to myself and write affirmations. Was the biggest thing for me, is struggling with that. And now knowing that I just come back, I don't have my meals planned like I had last week. So I got to stay focused to get through this week. And the other thing is getting all my water down, and I'm gonna work really hard on that this week as well.
Good evening. Those chips will get you. I think I was fortunate enough that when I went out to a Mexican restaurant last night, I was sitting across from my mentor next to another season 1 participant and my mentor, and we kept the chips away because I know I have no chill when it comes to chips. Like, if it had been one, it would have been the entire bowl and I would have thoroughly enjoyed it. And it would, so I feel you on the chips, Abby, like, totally. I think, honestly, for me, again, I have to echo what Tammy said as far as mindset, right? Because in the past, if I had put down a double-digit loss on the scale, that would have been my invitation to eat all the things, right? To go, I just lost 10 pounds. I'll go ahead and have me an ice cream. I have me a whatever's. And this time, the difference was, when I looked at it, I don't want to cry. When I looked at it, I thought, oh my goodness, I could actually still hit my weight loss goal for the year this year. Even though I'm just getting started in August, like, I can still hit my goal for the year, like, in a healthy manner, right? And so, percentage wise, because I have been fluffy like my whole life. Like, the last time I was a size 10, I was 10 years old. Okay. And so to think about being able to fully release it and not go back into old patterns, that was kind of huge for me. And it was something that I heard this weekend, like, really, I don't have my notes in front of me about that, but I was thinking, my sister was at the event with me this weekend, and I gave her a list to go grocery shopping. She picked up the things, and I stuck with that. I did have an opportunity to go out, and when I looked at the menu and what containers I had left for the day, I picked my meal based on what I had available and passed on the chips. Chips are delicious. But not as delicious as being able to say that I've stuck with this and being able to, like mindset wise, guys, it's such a huge thing to come from the habits that we've all, like, I'm going to speak for myself. My habits have given me the body that I have right now. And I'm fully owning that. And the only way I'm going to get into the body that I envision for myself is to create new habits and remind myself that this is a desire of my heart to take better care of my body. And so it is constant self-talk. Yep. No, don't have the pancakes and waffles, right? No, you get the omelet. Get the omelet with the vegetables, right? Don't go back for seconds. Oh, it's unlimited. No, you don't. That's not the deal, right? So stick with it. And I'm inspired by each of you. All of your journeys are just an inspiration to me to kind of stick with it and keep going. And I'm totally rooting for you all the way.
Here's what I want to talk to you about this week. Your vision for where you're going. Your vision for where you're going. Because when it comes to our health, most of us have not allowed ourselves to really dream big. Most of the visions that we have set have come from a fear of failure, have come from past failures. And one of the things that I see a lot of clients do is I'll say, well, if failure wasn't an option, then what would your goal size be? How would you dress? Where would you shop? What kind of bathing suit would you wear on a couples only vacation with your spouse? I actually went all the way. I went the whole way. I didn't stop in the middle. I didn't stop short. I didn't derail myself. I went all the way. I went to the place that if failure wasn't an option, what would my health look like? What would it look like? For me, I wanted to be, at the time, I was platinum blonde. And, so my vision was to be a blonde in a bikini on the beach with my husband. That was my vision. At 288 pounds, and my goal was 128 pounds. Understand, at 288 pounds, I set a goal to be 128. Do you know how scary that sounded? Do you know how impossible that sounded? At morbidly obese, in a size 22, I said, I'm gonna wear a bikini. That seemed like so far away. It seemed like so in the distant future. And sometimes, we can get caught up in the fact that, oh, well, Carmen, that goal to be in a bikini, that's very vain. Shouldn't my goal be more noble? Shouldn't my vision be more noble? Sure, if that's what's gonna motivate you. But I'm so sorry. What motivates freaking motivates. And if me being in a bikini on a beach and my husband motivated me to get healthy, and someone wants to judge my motivation, so sorry, Charlie. It's nobody's business what motivates me. Everybody's hook is baited differently. And if you're trying to take this high morale path and you're trying to be motivated by something noble, and that's really not what motivates you, but you're trying to motivate yourself with something that doesn't motivate you, if your motivation is getting abs, well, you go freaking get your abs. If your motivation is that you want to do this to be an inspiration for your kids and that's your primary motivation, listen, I did want to be an inspiration for my kids. And me doing this to set a good example was what inspired me to start, but it's not what motivated me to finish. It's what inspired me to start. It's not what motivated me to finish. Now, a good byproduct of me hitting my goal was, yes, my kids got to see determination in action. They got to see passion in action. They got to see what it looks like to go all the way. They got to see what it looks like to overcome a past of failures. My kids got to witness all that in life. They got to witness their mom doing it versus talking about it. That is hugely powerful. That was a byproduct of me wanting to look good in a bikini on the beach with my husband. So what is your goal? What is your vision? And you have to, when I first started, the way I started because the way vision works is vision starts off very small. And through watering it, through working on it, we grow the vision. Where was I gonna go shopping? Because as a morbidly obese chick, I couldn't walk into the mall and shop in any store. I couldn't walk into Victoria's Secret. Everything inside of me wanted to go into Victoria's Secret and buy something. I mean, yeah, I could walk in there and buy a frickin' bag or some frickin' spray, but I couldn't walk in there and buy the sexy little bralette, no, or whatever else there was. So for me, walking in that store and buying clothes that fit me was like, oh, I've arrived. That was a goal for me. So it starts with, what would I buy? What clothes would I wear? And even for you guys, I'm still gonna encourage you. What clothes would you wear? Would it be smaller jeans and a shirt? Like a little V-neck shirt that, what kind of bathing suit would you wear if it was you and your wife on a vacation? Would you go on roller coasters? Would you go skydiving? I wasn't gonna go here, but I'm totally gonna go here for a second. What would your sex life look like? Listen, let me tell y'all something. When you take two people that are out of shape and overweight, it affects your sex life. Newsflash. And so listen, it's not about where you've been. And it's not about staying hidden behind the things we hide behind. When we have extra weight, we hide behind things. It's about fully embracing where we're going, not where we've been. Because if you want to get to where you're going over these next 24 weeks, and you want to not only get there, but stay there, we need to get you there in your brain before, and then your body will follow. We need to get your mind there first, and then your body will follow. So the reason why week 1 is working on your mind first, transforming your vision first, is because that's where it starts. If you don't have a destination of where you're going to, you won't get there. Okay, week 1 is done and we are heading into week 2. It's pretty safe to say that the cast slayed it inside of week 1. I mean, 88.4 pounds between 12 people, averaging more than 7 pounds per person the first week. Pretty incredible. Now, here's gonna be the key. There's always this thing when you first start, this excitement. You're excited to be on this new journey. So I'm really curious to see what happens as we come into week 2, to see if they can stay strong when obstacles happen, when those old habits come knocking, if they're able to shut the door and really lean in to their willpower, start building that willpower and saying no to some of the things that have caused us all, that have caused them to climb up the scale and to get to an unhealthy place. And so I want to invite you again, if you have not hit that subscribe button, make sure to do so. Ring that notification bell, smash that like button. Let's make sure to give the cast some encouragement. Leave an encouraging comment down below. Anything, whether it's amazing job, I'll see you next week. You can cheer on your favorite in the comments down below. Who are you rooting for to win? Besides all of them, because let's really be honest. Although they're all losers, because they all lost 88.4 pounds, every single person inside of this journey is winning back their health, their mind, their body, their confidence. And so thank you so much for watching. We will be back next time, same place, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another episode of The Biggest Transformation. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.